Hello, another day. So I have a couple of friends who are getting married, or one couple who's getting married this Friday, and they are in need of a podium. And so I have a bunch of scrap wood that I just have laying around from previous projects. And so we're gonna slap together a pretty quick podium here in about a day. Here I'm starting to make the base. Now this base needs to be a little heavy, so I'm using beech wood, and I'm also going to double layer that base where I'm going to use that piece of beech there, and then I'm going to layer another piece on top of it. And we're going to make it kind of look like steps just to make it look real nice. I ended up using some scrap wood there, and you see two tube looking things or square tube looking things. They're going to be inserted into each other, so that way the base can be separated from the body, which can be separated from the top. Later on I changed my mind and I ended up making the top permanent into that body. But yeah, it seems pretty nice. I used that bell curve router there to make the edges, and here I start to assemble that base and body. Now I end up using a 30-degree angle, which seemed pretty nice for a book holder, and this particular podium is going to be housing a Bible. And so, some primer paint, primer white paint for coverall. That way I only need one layer to actually cover everything, because that stuff really hides the back, and if you use regular white paint, it's going to take forever to get all those coats on to cover everything. Here we're going to go ahead and make the neck of the portion that attaches to the top of the podium. And I'm going to use some CA glue and some wood glue, and perfect fit. And now all I have to do is cut a 30-degree angle into that and attach it. Now I end up gluing two of the boards together, long grain to long grain, just to make this tabletop. And I end up using the bell curve again on it, just so it can match the bottom. Some hand sanding just to get out those burn marks, because after all this work, it would not be the greatest to leave those burn marks. I end up using my domino there, because later on I'm going to go ahead and drill down and use a 3-inch screw, then hide it with a dowel. I'm using African mahogany as the bottom there, and as always, tung oil is my go-to finish, as it just goes on so easy and looks so nice. Anyways, congratulations to the happy couple, and I wish you guys a happy marriage. See you guys later.